So, as we were discussing in the previous one video, I just forgot to mention one thing that you generally tend to use SQL when the volume of the data is a lot more than Excel can handle. So, Excel can handle, or spreadsheet programs can handle around a million rows. This can handle, I believe, more than 10 million rows. So, to start with the simple query structure, uh, consider an example of uh, let's say an online food platform or any platform that you like. So I'll consider an example of food panda for that matter. So I open the food panda portal and I want to order a particular dish. So what do I normally do? So I search for the dish. I write the name of the dish. I select search and I have multiple options. So then what I do, then I select a location, I mean a restaurant. So that is how it works here as well. So yeah, so just a moment, please. Thank you. So this is how we write it down. So we say select, like I went to the Food Panda app and I select what that in that case it was the dish that I wanted to order. Here what define is defined as the column name, and from like we're choosing the restaurant. Here the it would be the table name and the table location. So uh, so here I am selecting. If I want to select everything, I use this asterisk sign. Asterisk means select all basically. So it is the home page for Food Panda. And from DF generally means data frame, and I've named my data frame as DF. You can name it whatever you like. You can name it as pizza, burger, or whatnot. So let's run this, and it will show all our data. So so, so many rows and apparently so many columns as well. We have the column names here. Now, sometimes we just want to have a quick look at the data, and this is apparently a very small data of only 18,834 rows. But as I said, there are millions and millions of rows generally in SQL. So, in order to reduce the loading time and just to get a glimpse of it, we limit ourselves to a certain number of rows just to get a quick glimpse of the data itself. So we write in the end after select, mentioning what we want to select and mentioning from where to select, we are limiting the data for let's say 10 rows, and we just control enter, then that means it runs. So if you want, you can calculate the number of rows. It should be 10 because I've just mentioned 10. Similarly, uh, yeah, so another important thing that we must observe here is the flow for the simple query structure here. So as I was saying, we have to firstly select what we want from where we want it, then provided certain conditions. For example, I order a pizza from, let's say, kebabjis, and where I would define the flavor of it. So I want to say select pizza where flavor is fajita, from kebabjis where flavor is fajita. Okay, so then I have to, if I want some kind of aggregations to it. For aggregations mean count, averages, sum, minimum, maximum. These arithmetic simple calculations are known as aggregations. So they are basically representing a number of some categorical variable, that is, for example, in this condition, or in the example that I was sharing, would be the name of the pizza. If we do group by, we have to, and we want to further define the condition based on the group, we have to use have. So there's a difference between the two conditions. In the where condition, it represents a condition of non-aggregation matters. So like you can say, mm, where the flavor is fajita, and you have to group by, mm, uh, let's say 20-inch slice. See, uh, and you have to having having each size, each slice of the pizza to be more than, let's say, 15 inches or whatever. It depends up to you. And then order by means to sort them by a specific condition. So here, this is something that my senior does. This is a pseudo condition that remains true for all times. So 0 means 0, 0 is equals to 0, which will always be true. Just to uh, keep uh, the time intact. So let's say I want to give a specific condition. I want to basically check all rows, 10 rows, when the brand is, let's say, Solex. So I would say where brand is equal to, you give it inverted commas to it, and then you run it. So we'll get in return 10 rows where the brand is Solex, and so on and so forth. You can add multiple conditions to it, as many as you want, given given uh, that the pattern for the structure for the query is being followed. So I have, let me quickly show you an order by statement. Order by transaction ID ascending. So it will now show ascending transaction ID. So the first brand was Solex, but from the first till the ninth transaction, the brand was not Solex. So this is a quick insight that we got. Now moving to aggregations in our next video. Please keep watching.